Winston Wolfhard. I'm from Heavy Metal Show from Brazil, YouTube channel, and from Asas Metal Radio Show from Portugal. It's a great pleasure to talk with you and have you here in our conference.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And first question is, how did you meet each other musically?
Well, the same as that would be musically, it would be the same as personally.
So we met, I was living in Berlin, that's where I'm from, and he had a record release show with his other band, Imperial State Electric. And we have a mutual friend who invited me to the show. Nick and I, we've met before, casually, but that night, we started drinking some drinks together and talking about Blue Oyster Cult. And
Nice.
that conversation never ended. So we talked till the sun came up and he had to leave the town, to go on. And from there on, we just kept talking.
Nice. I suppose Burning for You was the favorite song of yours, Buff, no?
maybe metaphorically, but I guess I think we were the conversation started with none of us have neither seen Blue Oyster Cult live yet. We would like that so much, because we are such huge fans, but we were worried about that they might be wearing like Hawaiian shirts,
Which they do.
Which they do.
Nice. So the second question, how difficult is for you guys find the right people who can fit well in the Seven's production vibes in your video clips, for example, or in the whole production of your music?
I would say that's super easy. We don't even, the guys in the band, they are the guys in the band, and we decide how everything, aesthetically and musically, I don't think we even think about that. It's not so thought out as it might seem like. It's not like we dress up like this in a weekend, this is just how it is.
That's how we always dress, and that's what we always listen to. And the guys in Lucifer, it's the same thing. So it's kind of natural, we play the music that all of us like.
Yeah, and that's why they are in the band.
Yeah.
So
Great. Okay, thank you. Guys, I have two questions yet. About the last album was composed along the pandemic. Being a band with huge 70s influence, I suppose you were used to compose together in studio, improvising, or am I wrong? How was the composing process for Lucifer 4?
It's actually, we actually don't write together in the same room, almost in the same room. I usually sit in one room, Johanna sit in another room. So we don't jam, not yet.
Nika usually sits here at this table,
yeah,
and I have an office. It's another room where I sit down, and then, I take the riffs into GarageBand, and then I try to do vocal melodies and write lyrics to it. I record that. And
that was actually no different than the albums without the pandemic.
Yeah, that's how we've done every Lucifer album. Even the first album I did with Gaz Jennings the same way.
Wow.
It's like kind of like everybody works for themselves.
Another question is, Nick, considering that you were part of one of the most important death metal bands of the world in their golden years, what is your best memory from Petrov in you at Entombed time?
I think the best memories of him in general was that when he was funny, he was extremely funny. That's nice. And I don't have any specific, it's, you just you tour and then you get into this bubble of touring, which happens in every band, but then the humor gets a little, I don't know.
Like inside jokes.
Yeah, inside jokes,
yeah.
And he was very funny at that. And that I do remember.
For finish, I'd like to ask you, after a long time working in Century Media, and another great world label company.
Mhm.
What is the first things that you get in a kind of major as Nuclear Blast now?
I don't know. So we haven't really done anything with them yet. It's so new, so we don't really know.
Well, you've been with the Nuclear Blast with the helicopters.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that that we have somebody at Nuclear Blast whom we really love as a friend, Jens Prüter, and he's the one who signed us back then for Century Media. Meanwhile, he works at Nuclear Blast, so now he signed us there. And both labels are great. And, I mean, I grew up with Nuclear Blast being there, you know, one of the main pillars as a label. And now we worked for 3 albums with Century Media, and that was great. You know, it's really nice people. So for us, it was kind of like, what do we do? You know, Century Media or Nuclear Blast, both is great, you know. But
Yeah, that was a privilege.
yeah, that was a privilege. But we went with Jens, our friend, because he's a record collector and he's such a music fan, you know, and I guess we have the closest friendship with him out of all the people at Century Media and Nuclear Blast. So we just kind of, you know, went where Jens is, because I know that his heart is like really in it. Like he's not like one of these typical record label people. Like he really goes to all the shows, he goes to every record shop and goes through all the shelves, and, you know, on his social media, he always posts like his record collection, and he's so nerdy, you know, it's amazing. Cool guy.
Nice. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate a lot. You're kind. And Max, thank you so much. I've got to leave now, unfortunately, but I hope see you on stage here in Brazil, in São Paulo. Okay.
Say
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Hope to see some of you at the show. Just let us know, and you know, we can put like or you guys on the guest list, of course. But you can sort that with Nuclear Blast.
Yeah, of course. I will do that. So rock and roll.
Rock and roll forever.
Bye bye.
Have a
See
good
you
day.
soon.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.